You guys doing good?
Yeah.
You have
Are you hearing this thing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Is everyone having a good day off from school?
Yeah.
Great to hear.
No, I'm bored.
Well, you're not about to be bored. This is like school, but fun school. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Wait, so school's not fun?
I don't know. Is school fun for you?
No.
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 For some people, it is.
Carter, did you break your leg or something?
I
Wait,
fractured my wrist. Well, it was a buckle fracture.
a buckle?
How's it
Did
feeling
you?
now?
What?
How's it feeling?
It feels fine now that I've been resting it.
Yeah,
How
that's
long does it hurt?
Wait, what's in the rest?
Hmm?
What'd
How
you
long?
ask?
Huh?
What'd you ask?
Or how long are you gonna be out? Like,
4 weeks.
oh shoot! No, he fractured his wrist.
yeah, that's tough. The toughest part is not being able to do much, but you just gotta,
I'm bored.
yeah, right. You just gotta stay positive and find things to do that are like productive. Instead of like just watching TV or playing video games all day, maybe, you could get a book that you like. You could find a new hobby that you like that, you can do. Maybe like puzzles or coloring, drawing, something like that. Um, you know, anything watching TV and playing video games is okay too. Just not all day, every day, to kind of try to get a break from those. You could watch baseball on TV, that
Oh,
would be
that's
cool. Maybe you could go to your teammates' games to watch, even though you're jealous that you can't play. I understand that feeling. All right, fellas, before we start, let's do our 4-6 breathing. So everybody, deep breath in through your nose, exhale, relax. Deep breath in, exhale, relax your body. Deep breath in, one more. Exhale, relax. Now listen, what sounds do you hear? When your mind gets quiet, you can hear more. What do you hear?
Oh, I hear my dad talking on a call.
There you go. I hear the air conditioning or someone's heat or something running. Anybody else hear anything that they didn't hear before?
Oh, my chair moving.
There you go. All right, so
I
for
didn't hear
today,
art.
from last time, um, did anyone, we talked about creating a routine. Did anyone create a routine for yourself, either like a morning routine or night time or a baseball routine, a workout routine? Did anybody get to do that?
No. Wait. Uh. Uh. Yeah. No. What? No. Like, I guess my routine is doing baseball practice. I mean,
Okay. But how
like,
about when you get to practice, what do you like to do? Like,
oh,
do you put your bag in a certain place?
uh, mm, oh, what I Oh, I like singing songs when I'm hitting. That's a routine I do.
What'd you say?
I like singing when I'm hitting. Just
Okay. To
helps me.
relax you?
Yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. So for me, like my practice routine was always like, all right, get to the field. Obviously, you got to be at the field to practice. I would put my bag in a certain spot. Okay, good. Every time have practice, swing into a net, nice. And then I would do my band routine, do my bands, and then I would get my body loose. And then I'd be, well, then I guess I would put my cleats on before that, but forgot about that part. Put my cleats on. All right, so just having like a little routine, a few things when you do when you get to the field can help you stay relaxed, and help your body know, what to expect. So for today, we're going to talk about relationships, which is any relationships are like any relationship you have with any person, right? It can be a friend, it can be a family member, it can be your brother, it can be your teammate, it can be your teachers, it can be your parents. All right, so relationships are important because, they dictate how we feel, and the people we're around have a big impact on us, right? So, did you ever notice yourself when you're around somebody a lot and like you kind of say the same things that they do, or your body moves like you have the same mannerisms as they do? Okay, that's because energy is contagious. So for me, okay, my daughter is 8, so she's a little younger than most of you guys. And obviously I spend a lot of time with her. And I guess like her friends at school, when something like funny happens, they'll be like, dang, dang, like that, right? So she's been saying that a lot. Like something funny happens or someone says something, she'll be like, dang. And so then I started saying it, right? Just to like be funny and to mess around. I'd be like, something funny happens, I'd be like, dang. And then after a while, I found myself saying dang without even trying it, right? Just from hearing her do it and me doing it, I started to become a habit. Okay, so the people we're around can instill habits in us without us even realizing it. So that's why it's good to pick friends that are going to have a positive impact on us and not ones that are going to do things that we don't agree with.
But
So
how,
think, um,
so like,
so I looked this up. Studies from Harvard. You guys know what Harvard University is?
yes.
Okay, it's like one of the most prestigious academic, like you got to be really smart to go there. One of the smartest colleges. They said that they did studies that show that your habits, which is what you do, right? Your habits, your behaviors, which is how you act, right? How you treat people, how you take care of yourself, how you move your body, behaviors, and even emotions, which is how you're feeling, they all spread through social groups. Do you guys know what social groups are? Social groups are basically friend groups. So the people you're friends with, the group of kids that you are friends with and spend time with the most. So your habits, how you act, your behaviors, what you do, and your emotions, how you feel, are impacted by who you hang around. So right now, think of 2 people that you're around the most, other than the 2 friends that you're around the most.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so not your family, not your teachers, 2 friends that you're around the most.
Mm.
Let me think of mine.
I'm Barry one. What? I also do Barry too.
Okay, so now you got those 2 people. Are they are those 2 people pushing you forward, right? Giving you positive feedback, helping you become a better person? Or are they holding you back in some way? Do they do bad stuff maybe that, they shouldn't do that has a negative impact on you? Or are they negative sometimes? Or are they mean to someone? Or do they bully people? Okay, just think about that. You don't have to share. Just think. All right, so as you guys get older, right, finding your purpose is like the key to figuring out life is finding your purpose. Okay, how many adults do you know? Hopefully not many that have a job that they have to work every day that they don't like. Do you know any adults like that? Or do you know any kids maybe that come into school every day negative, unhappy, angry, or sad?
I mean, I'm not happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. So negative.
So believe it or not, though, there are millions of adults that have a job that they work every day that they do not like,
Then get fired.
but they need to pay the bills, to pay their rent, to pay for their kids, to pay for their car,
And say you're poor.
but they don't want to be homeless.
Then build a house.
You need money to build a house.
Then chop down trees. You need
You need
money
money to buy property.
then live on a boat.
You need money to buy a boat.
Oh, then move in.
Hmm?
Get adopted. Move in with someone. Get adopted.
But a lot of people want their own house, and it's hard to find someone to move in with. So for this reason, adults keep jobs that they don't like, and they're unhappy because of it. So that's why I say the key is finding your purpose. Okay, your job when you get older should be something you enjoy. Okay, that ideally
You're
help.
muted. Wait, you're not.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
My connection went out.
Oh, okay.
So to find a job that you like, but also that helps other people or that's involved with other people, okay, can help you be even happier.
Is baseball involved with other people? I mean,
Yes. Playing baseball, you're around your teammates. Coaching baseball, you're around your players and your other coaches. So for me, I've been blessed that I found a job that I love in coaching, right? Not only do I get to be around other people like coaches that have a similar interest in the sport, but I also get to help kids to try to be better athletes, better baseball players, and better human beings. So, I'm really grateful that I have found a job that I like. Okay, I don't even consider coaching a job. Like it's just something that I do. Um, and when I stopped playing baseball, right, when I hurt my shoulder and couldn't play pro ball anymore, it was like the most sad part of my life. And I know that seems crazy and seems kind of like trivial, but I went my whole life from being a baseball player, right? T-ball, little league, high school, college, professional baseball. Okay, so for 30
you
years, I played baseball.
wait, you played professional baseball?
Yep. Professional independent baseball, like the Lancaster Barnstormers
Yeah.
in a league like that. That's what I played in. So not in the major leagues. It's different
Wait,
from that.
playing the minors?
It's also different from the minors because the minors are affiliated with major league teams. Independent baseball is independent from that, separate.
Banana ball?
That would be independent baseball, yeah. It's just, it wasn't like banana ball.
You would probably
But
put it on there.
what'd you say, Carter?
I
You
think
would
he said
probably put enough to make it on there.
Huh?
It would be good enough to make it on Banana Ball.
Well, you got to be good at baseball and you got to have like a something creative about you. You got to be like exciting in some way.
Yeah, that's why you should.
Me? I
Yeah.
think, yeah. Well, I appreciate that, but now I'm focusing my time and energy into coaching, so I'm not really focused on playing anymore. The only thing league I would play in is like a men's league around here, so I could really focus on coaching you guys. I've given up I've been giving up my dream of playing professional baseball, but I'm retired because I achieved my dream and my goal. And I would have loved to keep going, but my body just couldn't stay healthy enough to keep playing, unfortunately. But trust me, I tried to do it for as long as I could. And once I was done, I was really sad because I wasn't a baseball player anymore. And I didn't know what to do with myself because I didn't have a purpose, right? My purpose every day was to wake up and get better at baseball, right? And then, if I had a game that day to try to have a good game. But without that, I lost my purpose. So that's why having a purpose outside of baseball is just as important as wanting to be a good baseball player. Um, so, do you think you guys would be happy? Do you think people are happy when they find purpose in like being rich, having nice cars, being famous? Do you think those are fulfilling purposes? Nah, they might seem like it at first, and they might seem like it, when you're younger. But as people get older, they realize that their purpose, the people that are happiest, they've done studies on this, are happiest when their purpose involves helping another person. So can you think of jobs that help other people?
Construction.
Somebody give me one.
Construction.
Construction, yes. We need construction workers to keep the roads and to build houses. Yep. What else?
Is being a police officer? Yeah.
That's definitely helpful, right? Police officers keep people safe. Doctors help people heal. Nurses help people heal and be comfortable when they're in the hospital. Good.
Firefighters.
Firefighters, definitely. Very nice.
The news people, I guess, to catch up on. I know.
Depends what kind of reporter they are. Some reporters I don't think are in it for the right reasons, put it that way. Some are. Some do get into it to help people and to provide information that's going to help people, yes. Okay, so physical therapist, yeah, that's a good one. Definitely. So as you guys get older, start to find things that you're interested in that are going to help other people. All right. Um, Same with being a baseball player, right? The best baseball players aren't there just to get good stats, right? To get hits and to do good for themselves. The best baseball players are yes, there to do well, but they're there to also do what?
Be friendly.
Be a good teammate, exactly.
Why my dad made the college team.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, my dad was not good at baseball.
But he made the team because he could help, he could catch bullpens, he could help his teammates, and he was always positive and happy. Exactly. So that's half the battle in being a good baseball player is showing up for your teammates and being positive and always, enjoying being at the fields. And yeah, helping younger players who are still learning. Exactly. And that's a lot of what high school coaches look for, guys. If you want to play high school baseball, okay, they're looking for guys that can be good teammates, help others. They're not going to complain and they're going to be coachable, right? What does it mean to be coachable?
Oh, I know. To like listen. Yeah, like not mess around.
Exactly. To listen to your coach,
Like Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb was not coachable.
right? Yeah.
He would sharpen his cleats to kick people or something. No, he
Right.
hit a gun in his bed Because he thought his teammates would shoot him. Yeah.
Right.
Like
So
that's not his fault.
we don't want to be like Ty Cobb, right?
We
But
want
yeah,
to be.
so to be able to make adjustments, like J Mac is saying, right? To be able to make adjustments to get better. That's part of being coachable as well. So good job with that, guys. All right, so to close up here, I think great people and great athletes and great teammates do four things. Okay. Number one, they have a strong friend group. That's important because your friends dictate how you act. If you hang out with people who are bullying others, who are being disrespectful to teachers, okay, then you're more likely to do those things. If you're hanging around with people who are respectful to their teachers, trying to get good grades, trying to get better at sports, treating other people, other students with respect, then you'll most likely be like that as well. Number two, they build others up. That's an obvious one. Okay, great teammates, when their teammate makes a mistake, they don't get mad at them, right? Even if they are a little upset, if they made a mistake, had an error that scored a run, it happens. But they don't yell at them and say, "What are you doing?" They say, "Hey, it's all right. Good try. Get them next time." Or if they're really mad, they just don't say anything, but they don't make the player feel worse about their error, right? And then in life, same thing when you go to school, are you being happy? Are you saying hi to people? Are you being kind to others? Are you being rude and tearing people down? Okay, only you know how you act in school. Number three, they have a quality purpose. Okay, so right now, your guys, part of your purpose at your age could be being a good teammate, getting good grades, which goes along with being respectful to your teachers and getting better at baseball. If that's your purpose right there, those three things, being a good teammate, being respectful, and getting good grades, getting better at sports. Okay, that's three great purposes to have. If it's something else, that's okay too, but make sure that it goes along with helping others or lifting others up, and making the world a better place. Number four. Oh, number four is help people and make the world a better place. So that's obvious. Okay. How about
What's PPL?
people? It's an abbreviation for people. So now weak teammates, okay, or weak people are the opposite of that, right? Weak people will be friends with anyone. Okay, they'll be friends with, meaning, okay, I'm not saying not to be nice to everyone, but weak people will be friends with kids who are bullies just so they don't get bullied or so they can look cool, right? Did you ever see that in school? Okay, somebody one of your friends maybe, okay, decides to try to be cool with the kids who are bullying others, and then they do something mean or rude to a kid to try to look cool in front of their new friends. Have you ever seen this happen? This happens all the time. This happens to adults too, believe it or not. Adults are very easily persuadable as well, especially when it comes to money. So, not putting money before your integrity and how you treat people is a very important part of this. Number two, weak people tear others down for personal gain. Meaning that a bully is a weak person because they'll tear others down, make fun of other people to try to make themselves feel better. That's the whole bully's MO. All All right, the reason a bully is a bully is because he feels bad about himself. He doesn't have, self-confidence and self-respect. So he treats other people poorly to make himself feel better, which in the end doesn't work. Same thing this happens to adults in positions of power. Have you ever had a coach who liked to yell at his players, make them feel bad for making mistakes? This is a weak
Yeah.
person. Okay, adults are not perfect. No one is perfect. Okay, but we can all try our best to make the world a little bit better. Uh, Weak people have a superficial purpose. What does superficial mean? This is a tough one, tough word. Super.
Maybe I don't know, but does it like mean they don't have a purpose?
So they have a purpose, but it's not a very good one. Why do you think that is? Because their purpose, do you think if it's not good, do you think their purpose is to make a lot of money, maybe,
Yeah.
or to be famous? These would be superficial is things that aren't really real. Believe it or not, money's not that real, guys. Money's a piece of paper that's green. The only reason it's real is because we put importance to it. Being famous, not real, right? Can you hold being famous?
No.
Okay. Does being famous help make the world a better place?
I mean, it could.
I mean, if you're being famous for like
A good
a
thing,
good
yeah.
thing.
But if
Yeah,
you're being famous for a bad thing, no.
exactly. Good point. Okay, if you want to be famous to make a big impact on more people, that's a positive impact, then yes, being famous is good. If you want to be famous just so people know you and think you're cool, that's not really an important purpose. How about like having a expensive cars and expensive clothes? That's a superficial purpose. That doesn't really help anyone. Okay, remember a good purpose helps yourself and others. All right, and last one, weak people. And I'm just keeping it real with you guys here. I mean, there's a lot of information here that you've probably never heard before and that adults aren't going to tell you, but I'll always be honest and I'll always keep it real and tell you the truth. Even when, and myself, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying my best. Weak people are selfish, right? Weak people will do things that only benefit themselves and have no concern for other people. A selfish teammate, will go up to bat every time and try to hit a home run. He won't move a runner over. He won't cheer on his
Doesn't
teammates.
doesn't everyone want to hit a home run?
Yes, but as you get older, okay, having a good at bat sometimes means putting down a bunt, right? That's going to move your teammate over. It can mean hitting a ball to the right side of the infield when there's a guy on second with no outs to get him to third base with one out. And then all we have to do is hit a ground ball or a fly ball to get him to tag up.
Tag about.
Yep.
Hmm.
Weak teammates won't back their teammates up. They won't communicate because they're only in it for themselves. Okay, so this is what we don't want to do, right? And if the coach tells you to bunt, then you bunt, right? That's being coachable. Okay, so the things we want to do, I'll just recap it with this. Find good friends, really simple. Find good friends who lift you up and find a purpose that helps yourself and other people. Okay? That's about it. So your homework. Is there any questions before we go over the homework?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Do my homework. Cool.
Think of 3 people you're around the most, and this can be family or friends. So think of 3 people you are around the most.
Easy.
Yeah.
You, me. Well, wait.
Man, I lost my Zoom, I lost my screen. There we go. That's not it. Can you guys still see me?
Yes.
Really? I lost
Yeah.
like the meeting on here. I had like a pop-up or something. What the heck?
Huh?
Never had this happen before.
What is it on your screen?
Now it's back. All right.
No.
Think of three people you're around the most. Then
Oh,
answer these
God.
questions. Question 1. Are they pushing you forward or pulling you back?
Forward.
Number 2. Do you want to be like this person? Number 3.
Yeah.
not you.
Is this person having a good influence on you?
Yeah, I guess so.
So usually your parents are going to be, yes, pushing you forward. You're going to want to be like them probably, and they're going to have a good influence on you. All right. So, if you have if two of them are your parents, that's great. Maybe try to think of a third person that's not in your family, one of your friends. Okay. Is this person pushing you forward? Do you want to be like this person? Are they a good
No.
student, a good athlete? And then is this person having a good influence on you? And Liam and Parker, yeah, it's good. Yeah, we want to be like Jesus, God. That's great. Think of a person that's living though, that you're around for now. Just so you can it'll be easier to do this exercise. All right, so that's it. And then I want to hear your opinions on this for our next Zoom. Okay? Any questions or does anyone want to add anything before we go?
Wait, when is our next Zoom?
I'm not sure yet. I got to schedule it probably in like 2 weeks. I've just been scheduling them like, when I'm available kind of. Because I know we're all busy with baseball season.
Not me.
Not yet. In a month you will be.
Who saw the Pirates game yesterday
Yeah, and the day before.
and the day
Nice.
before?
Did they win?
Yeah, they swept the Orioles.
Oh, wow. Did Skeens throw?
No.
They won
Asher
without
got,
Skeens?
Asher got his hat signed.
Oh, you guys went? You were out in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we were out in Pittsburgh.
Nice. Was it cold?
It was,
It was cold for the second game.
and it was so hot for the first one. It was like 82, and then the next game was like 45. Yeah.
Sounds like spring in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, watch MLB baseball. Watch Major League Baseball, right?
Got to get MLB Network.
Yes, sir. I got the MLB package. I can watch every game. So that helps us learn about the game, and that can actually help us become better players to watch the greats. So we all good, guys?
Yeah.
My suggestion to you, especially if you don't have baseball tonight, go outside and play, get some fresh air, get some exercise, run around, play with your friends, play with your brother. Carter,
And
you hang out, read a book. Like I said, find a hobby that you like, man. I know it's tough being injured. And tell your mom you can text me if you have any questions or need anything, okay? Because I know how it is to be hurt and I know it sucks. But I know you got to stay positive and find something with a purpose to do. Okay? All right, fellas. Till next time. Thanks for hopping on here. See you guys later.
Bye.
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 Mm.